Hi and welcome to this DCP Word tutorial. In today's tutorial I'm going to show you how to measure the distance between 2 points in Google Maps. So let's go ahead and open up Google Maps. And we're going to click on Google Maps here. So as default it's going to bring me close to where I live. I'm going to zoom out on the map here. So let's just say, for example, we want to measure the distance from one side of London to the other, right? So really, this example is like rough distance measurements. It's not really super accurate, but if you just want to get some rough measurements of distances between 2 points, this is how you can do it in Google Maps very easily. Let's just zoom in a little bit to make this a bit easier. So when you click with your mouse, you click once only, and when you click once only, a point will appear here. Can you see this point? So it's giving you the exact location of that particular point. So let's say we want to measure from one side of London to the other, right? Let's click right here on this junction. This is this road that goes around the edge of London. This is the M25, right? So we want to measure from this point here, and we want to measure all the way to the other side here, so across the whole of London. So what we'll do is click once to give the first point. We'll right click on there and we'll say measure distance here. And then we're going to click on the opposite side of London, and then it will give you the total distance. It's 52.66 kilometers. You can see here 52.66 kilometers, which is 32.72 miles. So that's a quick way to measure distances between 2 points. But you've got to remember, this measurement is just literally a straight line from point A to point B. It's not thinking about roads or turns or anything like that. It's just 2 points from one location to the other. But I use this sometimes when I want to measure distances for some web projects, right? So if a client's asked me to calculate some measurements between 2 different locations, like 2 train stations, for example, this might be a useful way of doing that. So a good example of that, let's zoom into London. There's plenty of train stations here. Let's see. Let's say between Leicester Square and Covent Garden. These stations are very, very close together, right? So we can go ahead and just click on Covent Garden, and it will highlight and it will show you the tube line. But then we can also, let's just move this to the side, we can right click on Covent Garden, go measure distance, and then click on Leicester Square, and it will give you the distance between those 2 locations. So it's 352 meters or 1,000. It's not even a mile, right? It's less than a mile. To be honest, that to walk that distance there, I've done it many times, it's probably about a 5-minute walk. So these train stations are very, very close together. So that's how you measure 2 points between 2 locations using Google Maps. So I'm going to be making some more sort of in-depth measurement tutorials. This is just a really basic one just to show you how you can quickly measure 2 distances. So if a good example of using this tool is to measure the distance across a park or across a greenland or some sort of area, or even a garden or something like this, where you want to measure 2 points, because there's no real roads or anything in this park. Well, there are actually roads in Regent's Park, but they kind of sit on the outside. But if you want to measure from one location to the other, let's say from this point here at Regent's Park, let's go down to the very bottom down here. Let's in fact first click up here, and then we'll right click, measure distance, and then we can go down to here, click, and then we'll see it's 1.55 kilometers, right? Maybe half a mile or something like this across the distance between here and here. This is where London Zoo is as well. It's quite a famous park. That's the distance. So imagine if you said you wanted to do a charity walk across Regent's Park and you wanted to work out how far is that actual walk. You will now know it's 1.55 kilometers. Okay, so I hope you find this tutorial useful. There's lots of little hidden features in Google Maps, and I've been experimenting with it just to see what you can do. To close this feature down, to stop this measurement, you just click on the little X here, and that will close it down. So in my previous tutorials, I showed you how to embed a Google Street View and also how to embed a Google Map onto your website. So I'm going through this tutorial just showing you how to measure 2 distances, and I'm going to make loads of little bite-sized tutorials for Google Maps. I've already done one big in-depth tutorial on how to create your own custom map with your own custom markers and route planner, basically. So I'll put a link to all of those tutorials in the YouTube description, and if you're interested in learning more, I would advise that you maybe take 5 minutes and go over to my new website. I've built this recently. You can go to my blog You can click on tutorial categories and you'll find all these different tutorials here on a wide range of subjects, anything from PowerPoint to presentation, Excel spreadsheet, Facebook tutorials, GIMP image editing, Photoshop, you name it. There's pretty much everything covered here. And there's going to be a lot more as well. So I'm constantly going to be updating this blog with new content on a wide range of subjects. Here's that exact tutorial I was speaking about previously, how to create a custom Google Map route planner with location markers, right? Quite a popular tutorial. It's done over 250,000 views, so maybe you want to come to my blog and check it out here as well. Okay, let's go ahead and minimize this. That's how you measure two distances or two different points using Google Maps. I hope you find that tutorial useful, and I look forward to seeing you in the next DCP web tutorial.